A scholarly article is different from the articles we're used to seeing in newspapers and magazines. Scholarly articles are written to report on new research or to discuss existing research. This video will talk about the sections normally included in a scholarly article. Most scholarly articles begin with an abstract, a short summary of the article, and an introduction that explains the author's research goals. Next, you'll find a hypothesis or a thesis, which explains the idea or theory the authors hope to prove. The thesis or hypothesis is not always clearly labeled. You may need to read through a few paragraphs to find it. There will also be a literature review section. This describes previous research or discussion that has already been published on the topic. The research methods section of the article describes the procedures or methods that were used for the research study. The methodology the authors use will vary and can include case studies, scientific experiments, field studies, focus groups, surveys, and more. There is also a results section which contains all of the data that was collected by the researchers. Typically, these results are reported in statistical formats like tables, charts, and graphs. Toward the end of the article, you'll see a discussion or conclusion section. Here, the authors discuss their conclusions and the implications of their research. They summarize their results, discuss how the research addresses the original hypothesis, explain any weaknesses of the study, and give recommendations for future research. At the very end of the research article will be a list of references, a works cited page or bibliography page that provides publication information for all the sources the authors used. These references can be a good way for you to identify additional sources of information on the topic.